Hello, everybody. Good evening. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Yeah. All right. Well, here we are. Technically still Wednesday for another 30 minutes here, but it will be Thursday for a lot of you. especially wanted to grab some of y'all that might be on the other side of the globe for a change for this. JBane21, thank you for the 103 months. What's up, dude? How you doing? Appreciate ya. And then Chungo, 2023, 29 months. Another month with the best Twitch family. What's up, man? Alien MPAA, thank you for the 2 months. And Ray, 20 months on Twitch. Yeti the Great. There's Josh. What's up, dude? Thank you for 106 months on Twitch. Absolutely crazy. Lovely. I have 2 hours and a bit before my next class. What's up, Terex Cat? How you doing? Let's say hello to some people. Stolen Shelby, Dirt Fan, Racing Fans here. Just Thesis, Cranked Musician, Furious George. We got Chungo in the house once again. Mysterious 1469. Hello. 30K baby. Thank you for the cheer. Appreciate you. How we doing? Prosperity. Hello to you. Z-Man. Hello. Troll Pro 30. What's up? How you doing? So we'll explain a little bit about what we're doing. 1 second. So a lot of people want to know why everybody was so excited this week. Why so excited? Well, it's the earnings call. It's the earnings call on Thursday, the 21st, here in, a few more hours. But the reason a lot of us are excited is because this is the earnings call within the release of the game, within the fiscal year, basically. So we've been excited about this week since the announcement of the delay in November of last year. So I think a lot of people don't understand that. So whenever the Best Buy leak thing happened, like, it was exciting, but it felt like it was right. But it wasn't the end all be all. We were still excited about this week regardless of the Best Buy thing, which turned out to be a big, huge whatever. I think it got swept under the rug. I think some information got leaked out for sure on pre-order things, and then it wasn't the right dates or whatever. They did a lot of damage control behind the scenes, in my opinion. I think that's what they did. What's up, Gary? How you doing? You got early access to GTA 6? Oh my God, what an amazing thing. What an amazing thing. Let's get started. So this is an incredible website. I do have it linked because I became a creator over here. One of the many creators that are here. And you can see right here is the different streams from all the different creators. Here's all the creators that are on the 6Hub website. But they graciously opened their doors to me and allowed me to show my ugly mug there. So we are now part of that. But what's so cool about it is the frame analyzer, and we're going to be going through that. I've been using this thing for the past couple days in my free time, and it's just been a joy, and you'll see why. But yeah, you can join 6Hub. They have a home page here. They have a news page here. You can submit tips, all sorts of. If you want to know everything there is to know about GTA 6, it's right here. Like, it really is. You have all the screenshots, all the videos. You have the mapping project itself that yours truly is a part of. Where's my name at? Right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's all because I found the missing link to the Lowe's mapping area. So like, if you see, here's trailer 1 right here. So Lowe's is over here. This is Lowe's here. I think it is Lowe's. This one. No, that's not the one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just can't, you can't see it. Yeah, this is the Lowe's. Okay, so I stayed there in real life. And I was down under here at the bar. I was down at the bar, and I realized that this leaked shot of Lucia standing there was exactly where I was sitting. And I put the whole thing together. I saw the little stairs and all that stuff, put the whole thing together. So that's the reason why I made it in the mapping community. And then I started annoying them with all of my theories and all my things about the blimp and Oh my God, the back and forth about the blimp. It was so great. All because of my stupid misunderstanding of this shot over here, looking out at the at it compared to the opening shot, which we'll get to that later on, but it looked like it was in the air, but it looked like it was on the ground, but it makes sense now. Makes sense now. But yeah, so there's all that stuff. The leaks and patents. So here's all the patents. Here's all of the big leak PDF document that goes into great detail about all that stuff. It's just a really cool website. Totally free to join and to use all you want. But I will be using this thing from here on out, mainly because of this. Like if we go to trailer 2, you can go anywhere throughout the trailer you want, but you have a whole frame analyzer. Like, look at how zoomed in detail you can get. Pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good. So whenever I was doing all this stuff, that's what I was using. And you can go into full screen mode like that. And you can just really get in there. And what's really nice is you can go over here, you can grab this thing. We've got like, hey, here's this. Have a look at that, right? You do all sorts of stuff. So we'll be using this tool, but you can use it too right now. It's free. How cool is that? So a lot of these are from the Billy trailers that got released that were in much higher res than the ones that Rockstar released on YouTube. So keep in mind of that. I'm gonna get caught up to chat here in a second. Let me, is the music too loud or is it fine? 30K baby, again, thank you so much for the cheer. Really do appreciate it. Watching at 5:30 a.m. in the UK right now. Yep. What do you think how the mission pass for GTA 6 would sound like? No idea. Probably something a little retro, I would imagine. Perhaps. I think we don't get anything till next month during E3. I don't think we'll get anything at E3. PNW, what's up? How you doing? Michael Lee doing just fine. How you doing? Vinny Cam, hello. NASCAR 26 is supposed to have info tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting. What's my thoughts on trailer 3 after the investor call? Could be before, could be after. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I thought it would have been on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. I've been on alert for it all week long. Try not to go too crazy about it. And then I'll hang it up. Go back to normal and not care. Fine audio level, awesome. Yeah, Rockstar doesn't do anything with E3 anymore, and E3's not a thing anymore, is it? It's gone. Love the late night stream. What's up, man? What's the delay for PC version? No idea, dude. Could be 2 years. Who knows? Crazy how time flies. I started watching Jeff when I was in middle school, and now I'm serving over in Germany with the army talking about a new GTA game. Isn't that crazy, Caden? It's wild. Lieutenant Corporal Lindsay, thank you so much for the 13 months. Baker's dozen. Bo, thank you for the 18 months. I'm here for my GTA 6 picks, please. Thank you. Serial Killer 1983, thank you for the 3 months. So, yeah, you can take screenshots directly from here. You can crop it. You could do so much stuff with this. It's really cool. Here's the controls of everything, how to do everything. If you want to use the controls, I'm a noob, so I just been using all the stuff. Very smart people put this thing together, and one of those people is Sav on YouTube. If you don't know who Sav is, he would be this creator right here. The Sav. And I've got to say one thing about Sav is that his breakdowns, if you haven't watched any of his breakdowns for like the Mount Caliga one, the Ambrosia ones, all that, you're really missing out because he's kind of like me, like really nerdy about small details. And if you like that, you're missing out if you haven't seen those videos yet. Highly, highly recommend them. And they are really, really edited well. Really edited well. Probably showing something they already shown. Also, I think Rockstar will do something eventually at the large event. Okay, I see. I back it up there a little bit. GTA information starts dropping. Trailers news, dude. It could be today. It could be today. It could be June. I always thought it was going to be between middle of May and mid-June. That's always been my personal thing, but I don't have like a Twitter account that's in good enough stature for that. So to put my 2 cents out there, I just shut the fuck up. Currently watching your stream with my dog. Nice, Lewis Ash. Good to see you, man. His breakdowns are great, especially the ocean one. Yeah. If you guys haven't, go check out Sav on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. Highly recommend him. All right, back to what we were doing. Back to the frame analyzer. Now you can do the same thing with all of the screenshots too. So if we go to screens and videos and you go down here to like Leonida Keys and you open up that, well, look at this. We can go full screen and look at this. We can go nuts on it. So I figured we just go through some of the good ones here. Go through the good ones. 182 days. We can do it, right? We can do it. Let's start off with trailer 1. Let's just do trailer 1. No sound, of course. Let's hit play on it. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch a little bit of it here. See if anything pops out at us again. Now, does he have an option to loop it? That would be cool. You can double click it to go into full screen, turns out. Look at that. You're smart. I already know about this. And they have a zoom here on the left. Oh yeah, look at this. You can frame analyze assets running. Oh, it's so cool. All right. All right, let's get back to what you guys were saying. The unfuckwittable. Thank you for the 85 months. Good to see you. Been a minute. Shout out to the dog, right? We should have a better idea during the investor call, though, about what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I honestly think there's going to be. I was thinking May for a long time since they seem to like release major news in 6 months chunks. So the thing is, everybody just kind of goes off of what Rockstar's done in the past. And honestly, you have to take a lot of that with a grain of salt and throw it in the trash because they're flipping the script. They're doing things completely different. Now, they still do like their posts and social media things, and there's a little bit of a pattern with that. But I think that once people start getting on their heels, they start changing things up. So no one knows what the hell's going on besides them. Period. I have a dumb idea for a stream. Should definitely do a flight around Florida to show. I already thought that would be really, really cool. I already planned to do something like that, Prime Ether. I just have to do, I have some final details on that. I just have to get all of the locations in a good enough spot so I can create a flight plan kind of for everybody to fly along with. But we're going to go visit all the locations in Flight Sim. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Right. Yeah, it would be cool to have this repeating. That'd be nice. Exit full screen. Go to trailer 2. Classic trailer 2. Trying to see live. Dialysis sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, son of a buck. Still rocking the RE20. Yes, radio production. It's a RE20 directly into the Go XLR, and then I do all of the EQ and compressor, de-esser, all that stuff within the software of Go XLR. So it's all done on that end. I don't run a cloud lifter on it anymore. I don't need to. It just makes the mic too hot. This game's going to be so popular they could make people wait months before releasing anything else. I know, right? So let's open up with something fun, because I'm sure everybody talks about the same things in a lot of a lot of it. And I think it's in this particular shot here. Yeah, it's in this one. let's look at one of my favorite little tidbits. It's this one over here. We have a look at this. Right over here. This is what I'm looking at. This right here is the lighthouse. And there's the little stripes on it right there. You see that? I'll put those away, but that's the lighthouse. Now, why am I so excited about a stupid lighthouse? Well, it's because it's the Cape Canaveral lighthouse. We've gone over this before in the past, but I wanted to just go into something fun out of the gate. Out of the gate. This is the GTA 6 trailer. Yeah, it's the second trailer. That is what we're looking at right now. Somebody say airplanes. What's up, Honcho? What's up, dude? My Shure SM7B quit and I got an RE20. Much nicer sound and not quite as gain heavy. No, they're not gain heavy. And it's, you know, the classic Neumann U87. But what I really like about the RE20, it's a warm mic. It sounds so good. The SM7B's a little sharp, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because all of these mics sound okay. They're all right out of the box. Like, they're very flat. All of them are very flat out of the box, but with a little sprinkling of some EQ and stuff on top of them, it wakes them all up. So they all sound good. If you know how to make a mic sound good, you can get away with pretty much anything. You're going to be a controller for Midway. Nice, Christian B. The details in this game are going to make my PS5 loud. Yeah, and that's wild that this is all captured on PS5, isn't it? Reason the RE20's been around for so long as a dynamic mic, it's amazing for voiceover. I've been using RE20 for a couple years now. Yes, Sid Chip. It's one of the most popular microphones. You'll see them across all of the studios globally. Use your RE20 through a Rodecaster Pro 2. Nice. Yeah, the thing is once my Go XLR dies, I plan on going the Rode direction probably. For VATSIM. Nice, Christian. You think water spouts will be a thing, but not tornadoes? I don't see a lot of people talking about the weather system. Well, I did go into great detail about that recently, but we can go through it again. The reason why I think there will be, there's a couple things. There's the where's it at? Oh, let's go to Portugalhorn. This shot here. This one here. See if I can draw off of memory. Probably not. We got a low base right here. Kind of ramps up here. Just the back sheared part of the anvil there. And then up this way. Up and down and around. And then underneath here. With all the CB along here. And the gust front. And we have our inflow into the mesocyclone right here. With an overshooting top right there. And then our favorite, the RFD, coming back down and around. But we can also see all of the outflow here. Like, look at the streaks of here, in here. There's our outflow coming out of the top of it, which look really good. And this is a more, a less mature cell here starting to fire on the flanking line back here. So, to me, we would have a wall cloud form in this area. And any scud, you know, would be hanging down around here with the inflow band here. And your water spout and or tornado would be coming out of right there. So what's interesting is that there's a lot of evidence to support this based on what I see here visually. Doesn't mean that it's true, but I think that there's so much evidence of actual updrafts. Like, that's the biggest thing I'm trying to talk about here is look at this. We have all this inflow going into this right here. And you know this because you've got all of this in the updraft. You know? Like, this would be our mesocyclone right there. Like, all of it just, it's there. So, to me, there's a lot of evidence for that to support it. So you'd have your... See my terrible drawing skills? Like, you know. Like the boundary would be kind of there. I don't think that they're going to have outflow boundaries, per se. But there's dynamic weather. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to get at here. And if we look at the other one, this is another great one here. Same thing. You can see that. And then we've got these dynamics happening here. Look at that. All going in that direction, right? Same thing here. You've got your clouds here. So here is your rotating updraft up here to give that whole anvil a shot right there. And this is moving that direction. These are all moving this direction. What does that tell us? Wind. Wind is prevalent in GTA 6. Unless it's part of the upper skybox, it's not, because they aren't using a skybox. They're using volumetric 3D clouds. Well, there's already a debate on this particular screenshot right here about an airport. That's why the only reason why it's on the whole reason why it's even on the map is because these lights that are in the background, when you crush everything out, that's how they're getting those. So we go to mapping project where we just were looking. We were right up here. Oh, right here. Screenshot there. Look in that direction. You see which way it's going there. So our storms. I'd love to be able to draw on this. Oh wait, I can draw on this. So our storms would have been right about here. So we would have, if they were going down this way, they would kind of be like this, you know, something like that, moving this direction. Same thing up here. And this is what we were looking at off this direction. I do believe they're probably in that general area, I would imagine. But here's the airport location right here. Based on just, I don't subscribe to that 100%, but when they crush the contrast here, it looks like there's airport lighting or some sort of lighting there. But the fact that it's in a linear, like, lined up way, that's the reason why they decided it was probably an airport, which is a plausible thing. I don't know if there's enough evidence for that, but that's just because, you know, I'm a stickler about aviation. No, Miami Airport's down here, the one you're thinking of, but that's in that other shot. We go to the screens and vids of the Ambrosia area at night. That would be this right over here. That is Miami right there. When we see our buddy Lester Crest in GTA 6, I don't think so. And I'm fine with not seeing repeat characters. They rarely do it, so I don't think they would do it. Don't think they would do it. I Mount Rainier and burned my face from the snow brightness today. Oh my. Kicked in and I just noticed how red my eyes and under the eyes are. Hopefully we see Tommy Vercetti. You will not see Tommy Vercetti. He is dead and gone. There has to be a gradient between the ocean and the town. I seen you talk about it before in your screenshot video last year. You think there'll be localized weather like rain off in the distance? Yes, because there's evidence for that. One of the biggest ones I can't show on screen, but you can see right here. These are all rain shafts right here, all along there. This is that whole lowering here. So here's all your cloud structure here. But these are rain shafts. We've never seen that in a GTA game before, which is really exciting. But the reason why I say there's an image I can't show you, it was in the leaks at the airport, at that airport over there. And they have a airboat on the ramp, like an airboat. One of these things down here. One of these, not that one. One of these guys. That's a boat. This guy right here. An airboat, one of these. And in right behind it, where downtown Vice City is, you can see rain shafts like you would see in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which look really, really cool. The patents do support floods. I personally think that there's enough in the patents and what we've seen so far that there will be hurricanes. At least a hurricane is part of the story mission, or of the storyline. But I think that there's enough technology there that they could pull it off. I do. See, I like severe weather and things like that, but I never got into meteorology because there's a lot that's boring to me and I just don't care about. Like a lot of the, when you get into soundings and you get into the whole skew T charts and you go dew points and I'm like, okay. Those things, I'm just like, I'm good. There's a lot of good people out there. With how pronounced the rain shafts are, I wonder if there will be hurricanes such as oh yeah, we already talked about that. What beach was put in GTA 6 from the Miami area? All of South Beach is there. All of South Beach. Go to the mapping project. I do want to show you right here. Necessary only. We can do the whole GTA 5 map on because everybody loves to see this. The size difference. And remember, this is just, see, I don't think that this is what, see, this is all speculative because it's in red here in the hash. We don't know what any of this is. I just don't see it being this time around. I think that it's a lot bigger to the north west, personally. I think there's a lot to it with that. And I'll tell you a lot of the reason why I think that. But either way, if you were to take the GTA 5 map, I mean, look at the difference in the size. It's pretty ridiculously big. If this is exactly what they have. Think they have haulover? Oh, dude, I guarantee they have haulover. They've got to have haulover. You kidding me? The original Vice City. That's the original Vice City map. But yeah, down here. So this is all of South Beach here. We know all this from all the shots that we saw in the trailer. You have all these different locations here. All the real world locations of real life shots of all the different lifeguard towers. There's that. I've been to that thing before in real life. There it is in game. I have to be careful with what I'm showing here because I think some of the leaked stuff is will pop up on here. I don't want to make anybody mad. But yeah, I think this is where they're going to do haulover right here. What do you think? On the way up to Fort Lauderdale, Waning Sands area. I will shout out Weatherwise. Yesterday, when we had a tornado in my city, the Weatherwise app had a location of where it was. It's so far ahead of the Canadian weather apps. Yeah, man, it is incredible what there is, Gary, on that app. I really like Weatherwise. I personally use it. panhandle has to be there. If it is, it's small. I don't think it's like a giant panhandle like we used to think. It'd be cool if they made it more unique shape than another oval. I don't think it's going to be another oval. That's what I'm saying. I don't. This looks like a skeleton with a huge schnoz. Looks like my profile. I want to have GTA to have proper wilderness for once. Oh, dude, did you not see all that? Their wilderness is going to be insane. Let's show you a little bit about Mount Caliga. I mean, look at this. Look at this. How about it? Look at those pine trees right there. Little squirrel. Is that a gray squirrel? Yeah. I think it's a gray squirrel. And there's another animal right here. Looks like a dead deer on the ground. But that's the antlers right there. So yeah, I mean, the dense forest is insane. Especially like here. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that make you exciting? And what's really cool is like, look at how we have deer laying down. And what I really love about this shot is the water on the, like, you can see that this mountain line's been in the water and he's still, only the bottom part of his body is wet. That's pretty wild. That's pretty darn cool. We only have 6 months. Can you believe it? Did you already show Star Island? Star Island, which will be probably Starfish Island. Yes, there's a lot of that. A lot of Star Island. We go into the mapping project. Boat boy can breathe proper. Oh yeah, did you see the HD boat boy? What am I doing? Did I click on the wrong thing? Yeah. Here's your boat boy. Here's your HD boat boy. Right there. Aren't you so happy? Don't think you will moderate a RP server in GTA 6. Oh, this is responding to Ian Storm. What did Ian say? Any thoughts on the back burner of an OCRP 2.0? Absolutely not. I've been living under a rock regarding GTA news. Any theories on the heavy social media presence in the trailers and how they might play into online play? That's a great question, CS Oki, and I do have my personal theory on it. I think that Rockstar is going to do something massive. And what I mean by that is I think that they're going to have their own social media app that you can get on your phone right now. Like you would have their social media TikTok or whatever on your phone, and you can completely like experience that world when you're not there. And I think you're going to be able to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to different creators. I think they're just creating their own social media platform. Kind of like, remember whenever iFruit first came out and they had like that little, like, it was janky, but that was an idea. Imagine that to the degree of today. The reason why is because in the very beginning, the first trailer they showed out of the gate, shot out of a cannon, that's what they were focused on, was social media and how it affects everything. Jacob Hines, thank you so much for the 21 months on YouTube. Appreciate you. Like a GTA version of Facebook or something. Yeah, I mean, I really do think that we're going to see things like that. I love the small details. I mean, look at all the different moths and flying cockroaches and stuff by that light. That's so cool. And you got some people just chilling back here on the back of the Bobcat. The back of the Bobcat. That looks like that guy. I think that might be the guy that was driving the Mustang. I don't know. Yeah, just incredible detail, man. You zoom way in, like it's wild. Look at the distortion. Ah. Yeah, look at the vegetation. The vegetation is so good. It is so good. There you go. HD Boat Boy. Back to what I was talking about before, the mapping project. We'll go to the Starfish Island, which is located right over here. Because we have this shot of him driving around on Starfish Island. I don't know if I can... Okay, we're good on that. Yep. The water tower's there. And that building... Yeah, you can see it from the trailer. There it is there. Not a whole lot on that one. We have a lot on this one. Yeah, this is cool. This is the screenshot 2 of Lucia. Just look at the detail, man. The detail's so friggin' ridiculous in all of these spots. That's what's so nuts about it. Like, I'm just gonna love exploring Vice City. The thing is, there's so much more to Vice City that I'm more in tune with, because growing up, I don't know what it is. Maybe I had a past life there or something, but I have a strong attraction to Miami. I always loved that city. When I was younger, when I first got my driver's license, the first thing I ever did was drive to Florida to visit my grandma, but then I drove all the way to Miami and to Key Largo and then back to Missouri. So I've just always loved Miami, and I'm so excited for it, way more than Los Santos. Even with LA in real life, I just don't have a huge attachment to it. So you just need an NVIDIA H200 to run it. PS5, man, all of it was captured on PS5. On a regular PS5 at 30 frames per second at 1440p. Be cool to be lost again in a GTA game. Yeah, man. Just imagine. The thing is like what I plan to do is just all of this. I mean, boating is going to be such a huge thing. Look at the channel, like just going boating through the multiple islands out here. So one of my biggest things is this. I'll get into it. You notice how we have this thing shifted over to here, right? This is marking 0 basically on the rage units, right? And it's always kind of been this way. It's never been over here in the center of a giant square. It's always been over to the side. And it's like, I don't know how right we have that. Now, here's my personal theory, because we've seen in the leaked data, in the multiple scenarios that are in the game, that Bermuda Triangle comes up quite a bit. I don't think we're just going to have like a shipwreck and a downed plane or something off the coast. That seems so GTA 5 to me. It's not thinking outside of the box. To me, to do the Bermuda Triangle, we need to shift this thing over a little bit. I think we're going to have a set of islands down in this quadrant. It seems so weird that everything's pushed over to the side. Because if we zoom all the way out, you'll see what I'm talking about. See how the center of the grid of Rockstar's rage units, right, is right here? We zoom out and you see this entire box. Look how skewed off that is. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. But here, I think this is a perfect quadrant to have something. And the reason why I think this is because on trailer 2, the opening shot of trailer 2, actually, right here. Come on. Yeah. Right here. In the background, you can see we have a few of these little small islands here. But we have a storm out there that's just sat. You like see over here, like this doesn't even make any sense. So think about this. You see how we have this line, right, being drawn right here? Like that's the horizon, right? Sure, that's the horizon. But this cloud, a cloud doesn't do this, okay? That's not how clouds work, and that's not how any of them work in any of the other screenshots. This is way too linear. It's way too sharp of an angle. So what I think they did in this particular screenshot is I think that they just took the cloud layer, since these are 3D volumetric clouds on the multiple layers that they can have. They might say like out of 12 layers of clouds they can have at once. They took one and they slammed it down into the ocean. Because this isn't curvature of the earth or anything you're seeing here, you know what I mean? At this distance, you're seeing them deliberately moving clouds down to the ground. Because imagine a big, huge cloud like this up here being slammed into the ground like this. Now, it kind of reminds me of, remember in Flight Sim, you could take clouds and slam them into the ground, and remember it would just cut them off. So when you see evidence of this happening, they just took this cloud layer that was up here probably and just slammed it down on the ground to hide what's back here. Because what's back there is what we were just going over in the mapping project. This is the opening shot, right? Right here. There it is right there. We're looking out this direction. We're looking down here. For some reason, Rockstar is hiding something out here. I don't know why. Not over here. There has to be something over here, I would think. There could be an island that kind of just stretches down here. You know what I mean? They just don't want us to know about. And there's so much evidence outside of that, mainly storyline stuff, things we've seen with Cal Hampton, and all of the drug running stuff that we're gonna see have happen. You know, like, come on. Where was it at? It was under the videos, right? The videos. Was the videos this one? Yeah, this one. Dropping drugs out of a dodo. There has to be a reason to fly. I don't see them doing the Miami Vice, you know, cocaine cowboy thing from Port Gellhorn to Miami, or to Vice City. I just don't see that happening. They've got to have a reason for you to move drugs. And we saw everything they did with, you know, Tahiti and Guarma in Red Dead 2, and then what they did in Cayo Perico. And a lot of what that is was so exciting because they were learning how to stream in multiple maps in this rage system that they have. They wanted to find a way to do it seamlessly, because if you've ever messed with that stuff, you know when you try to get Cayo Perico and you try to get San Andreas to run together, you got to get a mod for it and all that. And even then, sometimes they're never really in the world together at the same time, unless you get an actual extension to it and all that with the mods. But they found a way. I think what they're going to do here is they're going to have a lot more to the map that's dynamic than we've ever seen before, and they have to utilize that new streaming that they're doing, in my opinion. Let's get back to your guys' comments on everything we just covered. Hopefully I covered some of the things that y'all were asking for there. Could be Cuba. Could be. East of Bahamas. I do too. They could be hiding Cuba. Map is going to be grand. But is this an official map? This is all based on the GTA 5 mapping project by Dupsor. All of these wonderful people here that I've had the pleasure of talking with and bouncing ideas off of for a couple of years now. We know what planes and helicopters are getting yet. Well, good thing you asked that, because I am very, very excited about I'm very excited about the, let's see, where's our wonderful Vice City images? This one, the Shamal. Very, very excited about this one, because this Shamal, have a look here. Static wicks, okay? Here's the thing. When we go into GTA 5 and we fly an airplane in GTA 5, right? The planes are pretty crude. There's not a whole lot happening, right? We are seeing so much detail into an airplane for GTA 6. It is friggin' insane. I love the 76 right here. It's like they're doing the anniversary of the Shamal. And this was very, very popular. Remember on the Lear jet, I think it was the 60, like the Lear 60 and stuff. They would do the anniversary style ones. It looked just like that pretty much. But that 76 right there is really, really cool. So that's a really neat like throwback to the Shamal. Of like, it's like got to be the year that Shamal started creating airplanes, I think. And it's look at they went so far as to actually putting correct registration on the airplanes too. Like this looks like it's November 012V. It might be VD or VB. I don't know. Victor Bravo. Let's say Victor Bravo. Hard to say. So it's a Shamal based on what looks like a Lear 45, Lear 60. Looks like Lear 60. But look at the attention to detail here. So they have these double slot, or not double slot, but they have these flats that just come down out of the wing, which is interesting. It's either that, or they're showcasing in this particular shot. They probably just, because when they're making this screenshot, this isn't them landing. They just hovered this thing here and then open this door, or open this extra or whatever they're doing. But these look like the actual spoilers, but you would not be using spoilers on short final landing. However, I think it's just to show you that to us that have been keeping an eye on what Rockstar's doing with Aviation in GTA 6, I think they're like, hey, look at this. We did it for you. That's what I think. But with the most exciting thing here is this. I don't care who you are. This is exciting. This is the first time in history that Rockstar has accurately recreated aircraft lighting. That's your beacon light, the red lights that are on your airplane to signify ground crew and everybody around you that the engines are running. It's in the correct spot, and it looks marvelous. Another thing is the landing light splash on the side of the fuselage. That is just beautiful. Look at all the canards coming out here, all your little, your various antennas. I mean, they just, so much love and care. I mean, you can even see, like, this looks like some writing happening here on this back panel. You can see the thrust reverser doors here with the clamp shells. Just, I'm so excited for it, man. So excited. It's a B? Learjet? Did somebody look it up? Is it a Lear 60 B? We have a 7.4. Yes. And we also have Oh no, they only showed a couple airplanes and some helicopters, of course, but Pratt and Whitney engines do that. Yeah, for the turbo fans. I don't have high hopes about Aviation 6. For me, it just feels like better models. No, because, well, in the leaked data, you can see some more things about Aviation that's very exciting. Outside of that, I would say that they're really leaning into the car culture of Florida, right? They're leaning into the boat culture of Florida. What is the missing link in Florida? Aviation. Aviation's massive in Florida. Humongous. I think that they really wanted to work on making Aviation a hell of a lot more realistic than it was in 5. 5 was a huge, massive step from 4. From helicopters, now we have airplanes. You know, with a higher fidelity cockpit. But from what we saw in the leaks, with the way that you can interact with the vehicles inside, it has me incredibly excited for what you can do in airplanes. Hey Jeff, how are you this evening? I'm not a plane person, but is this a Learjet, or I don't know how to spell it? Yep. Starts with a B. It's a Boeing. Yeah, you're talking about the Boeing 747. Which we see it a few times in the Vice City shot here. Where's our... let's go to our trailers. Frame Analyzer, we'll do trailer 1. They really like to show the airplanes here in trailer 1. I can respect that. 747-400. And we know it's the 400 because of the canards. And I honestly believe that this is probably a placeholder. I think it's a placeholder. Because all we see is just is that Shamal shot, and then we just see the jet, right? The 747 jet that was in GTA 5. I think it's a placeholder. But why is it contrailing? Right. Because for some reason, everybody thinks that airplanes produce contrails at all times, and they don't. But this is where I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for boating. The boat culture in Florida is so massive, but in GTA 6, it's going to be off the chain. So that's got me really excited. Let's see, what else do we have aviation-wise here? We have all our helicopters and stuff here. All our planes. The Dodo seaplane, of course. Over here. Dodo seaplane. But to me, I think a lot of these vehicles are placeholders because a lot of them to me on trailer 1 looked like they were straight out of GTA 5. I don't think they had finished them all up yet. Ice driving, miss being able to climb things in 4. You think there'll be a Dexter Easter egg in the game? Probably. Honestly, probably. So they used Woolvest. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate you on Twitch. This may sound dumb, but I'm excited for the traffic lights, like the ones hanging from the wires. Oh, I know, Trey, because Florida's got those sideways lights, you know, in a lot of their areas. I'm excited for that too. I'm excited to see if they actually work correctly. You know, not like what we saw in GTA 5. GTA 5 was just a friggin' mess, leftover of ideas from 4. I hope they went through and redid that, which I think it looks like they did. Aerial advertising is coming. It's apparently going to be in there in the AI world, at least. Oh, here's the Lowe's right here. Here's the Lowe's. And this tower, what was the name of that damn tower? I stayed in this. This is the tower I stayed in here. But this is the pool area down here. And down here is where the, right there, if we roll it back a little bit. Let's see. Back it up. Yeah, right over here is where the bar is that I was sitting at whenever I found the location for that one. Yeah, we'll look at the Dodo from trailer 2 because that is whenever it looks great. Like, it's the new version of it. It doesn't look the same as this one. This one right here looks like old school Dodo to me. See? But here's that Jet Ranger. The Maverick. This is a placeholder too. I don't think we're going to see that version of the Maverick in here. But once again, we got a 7.4 up there just creating nothing but contrails. Now here's the thing. I remember Rockstar doing this before in GTA 5. Remember they did the 747 with the contrails? And this is very low. I think they just have this airplane creating contrails for the trailer. I really honestly think it's just for the trailer. I think they're going to fly higher than that. With the volumetric clouds that we have now, there's no reason for them to be so low. I think we're going to see them much higher and probably producing contrails. I do think that'll be a thing. Some more stuff here. So here's where we get to see the, that to me looks like the Mamatis, or the, what is it called? Blanking on my favorite biz jet in GTA 5. We get caught, you guys. I'm excited to see the highway system, although I'm not a fan of the I-404 number. Yeah, I think it's a throw to that, to the 4. I also think the 404 crosses the Bockamer Bridge like it does in real life. Yes. Oh, this helicopter that looks like the Eurocopter? Yeah, that's the, what you call it, in GTA 5. I don't know all the newer helicopters they brought into it. I have to look up this damn business jet. It's going to drive me nuts. The Nimbus. Good God, I couldn't remember the Nimbus. Yeah, the Nimbus. One of my favorites. All right. No, we're looking at trailer 1 right now. There's a 7.4 right there. Producing contrails, of course, with the gear down. He would be on his departure out of the airport. Definitely on the way out. Full Mav. Still in the LAPD colors. That's 100% a placeholder. Another placeholder. Similar to what we saw in GTA 5's first trailer. Yeah, here. This was where I got excited for a second when I first saw this one, because I was like, oh my God, is that an Airbus? And then I was like, no, it's the damn 7.4. But you'll notice he's not creating any contrails down low. I think they just didn't want to add to it. I think if they had contrails, it would have detracted from the look they were going there on that shot. That particular one. Still looks cool nonetheless. There's the lights. Right there. So we start skipping through frames here. Bam. That has me... this is the reason... So... The reason why I think that the 7.4 in all of the trailer 1 that we see is a placeholder, because that is 100% the exact lighting that was in GTA 5. Because you know why? Nav lights on a 747 don't flash. If you have a strobe light, it's going to be white. There's the green. See how it's flashing between red and green? Red, green, right? Red and green. Similar to what we saw in GTA 5. So to me, personally, I think that it's just a placeholder. Because there's the strobe on the tail right there. But Christian B, we already went over showing the new lighting system they have in the Shamal. Why would they do the Shamal so perfect and they would not do it to the 7.4? So this is just simply, it's just a placeholder. I refuse to believe that Rockstar got it wrong another time. This time around. No way. Yeah, you can see the landing light there on the nose gear. So the red and green, just no. No. Helicopters, are they doing it too? Yeah, it looks kind of similar. Is there a green coming out of that guy? So you're always able to know you're looking at a GTA 5 placeholder because you'll see the green and red. There it is. Yeah, green and red is such a GTA 5 thing. So I cannot see them taking all that time to make the Shamal correct and then the rest of them not. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, and this is trailer 1. So we're going to look at the difference between trailer 1 and trailer 2 when it comes to aviation. Here's the Dodo. And this is another placeholder Dodo. I'm pretty sure this is the exact livery from GTA 5. The exact livery from GTA 5. Looks like to me. Yep, it is. Yeah, we'll see the Dodo in trailer 2. We haven't gotten to the trailer 2 stuff yet. How exciting is this, though? Dude, the, oh, man. The yachts look so good. They look so good. The thing is, you can see this trailer so many times, and it never gets old. There's so much to see. But especially now with this frame analyzer on 6Hub, I'm telling y'all, this website is so much fun. I've lost hours on this website. Highly recommend y'all check it out. I think there's like a creator code or something I'm supposed to have to give you guys. But you know me, I'm terrible at doing anything like that. See if I can figure it out. Oh, I have a creator dashboard now. An invite code you use on the website. Oh. An invite code. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. What the hell is it? Has to be a lot easier than I think it is. Your creator page. Yeah, I see that. Unique Events. I just don't see it. An invite code is what he told me that we had. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. How visitors see you. Advice shortly, blah, blah. Yeah, I would have had one for you guys, but I can't figure it out. I'm not smart enough for that. Not smart enough for that. It doesn't make any sense. Referrals. Overview, maybe? It wasn't explained to me. Oh well. We're just derailing ourselves by ADHD. Okay, cool. Jacob Hines, I really appreciate the 10 gifted memberships you had there while we were having that whole conversation. Thank you so much. If you got one from Jacob Hines, be sure to say thank you. That was incredibly kind of you, as always. Going above and beyond. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. You're new to the channel. What's up, Coco Loco? How you doing? Let me get caught up to you guys. Sorry about that. Was that a car crash on the bridge? Oh, probably some, there's some weird things that happen here. There's some vehicles that do some janky things. Where's it at? I remember. I don't remember. All right, let's go back to what we were talking about before. Okay. Yeah, the yacht. Everything in the whole shot is moving. It's gonna break the internet like K-pop Demon Hunters did. Yep. Agreed. GTA 6 is planned for a PC release. Will not be available when the game officially launches. Yep. Interested to explore the underwater world of GTA 6. Yes, dude. It's gonna be insane. One of my favorite vehicles in Vice City was that small houseboat yacht. Any cruise ships? Yes, there's cruise ships. You can see those in the screenshots of Vice City. Vice City. Right here is your cruise ship. Look at that beauty. There's your ship. Pretty cool. All right, back to that. What's going on? Habakkuk, how you doing? Welcome on in. You can be able to fish in 6. From what we've seen, yes. Did they remodel the 24/7 for GTA 6? Yes. It's in the opening shot. Yeah, there's gonna be fishing and hunting. It's a Discord link. I don't think it is. We said it was a like a what you call it, a referral link. YouTube, can you not default the stream to 480p? That'd be lovely. Right, Stixna? I don't know why it does that sometimes with people. Fishing would be amazing. I love fishing and hunting in Far Cry. Z-Man, what's up, dude? I really hope that there is a mall with an interior. Probably the outside mall. The Bayside is all modeled right over here. Well, kind of off of what you're looking for, I guess, but it's a mall. Quick question, Jeff. What's your opinion on the GTA 6 just from the trailers you've seen? Dude, absolutely insane. I've given my whole spiel over and over and over again. I've made videos on my main channel. GTA Forums has a good vehicle thread where you can see all the updated vehicles, the current 5 online vehicles and new ones. Yeah. To me, I don't get excited about vehicles until trailer 3, usually. Same thing with 5, because there's just a lot of placeholders. Hope they put gas mechanics in GTA 6. I can't see them doing that. If it was an optional thing, I think that'd be cool, but they're not going to force it on people. Grand Theft Auto 6, law enforcement AI ditches the psychic shoot-on-sight mechanics of GTA 5 for a highly realistic dynamic system. Cops no longer spawn out of thin air. They rely on witnesses. Yes, Donald, that is true, because they're using the similar thing they did in Red Dead 2 with their wanted system. How you have to have an eyewitness report. Is the only train the Metro and the Freighter? Only ones we've seen so far. The Miami Mover or whatever it's called. Tow mechanics, please have decent tow mechanics. Hey, it might. We're still waiting, Chaos Jake. It's copium for the week. Spend my time doing leisure things like in 5. Red Redemption 2, yes. Hopefully AI interaction is more natural. I'm sure it will be. I mean, what we saw in the patents, it's going to be insane, dude. Good tow mechanics would be great. I agree. Online's going to be insane, too. I wonder how many people will be in lobbies. I think they're going to figure out how to get big amounts of people in lobbies because they're doing that one sync instancing. As soon as GTA 6 comes, I'm so jumping that bridge. And police departments, do you think there'll be? Dude, there's so many. I don't even have them off the top of my head, but 6 that I know of. Curious to see what the gameplay mechanics are. Yep, we all are. Fishing is confirmed to be an activity in Grand Theft Auto 6 with promotional materials. Yeah, for the most part, Donald. Are you just... Is that just an AI response? That seems like an AI response. We know about that based off of the... off that 6 document. Like I talked about before. If you want to learn more about the leak stuff, I don't cover it on live streams, but if you want to learn all that stuff, it's all right here on the website on 6hubhq.com, and you can read the whole document, and it will tell you where we got all that information from, because that's just from the from leaked information. Or you can stop the train in 6. I guarantee you can. More detail in this one, zoomed in part of the screenshot and other entire games. I know, dude. Nuts. Paying for gas is highly anticipated to feature in GTA 6. Okay, again, it's got to be an AI response, man. I'm going to Miami for the NASCAR championship race. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Absolutely loved being able to fuel up a Mafia. Yeah, some people like it. A lot of people don't. I think if it was an optional thing, it'd be cool. I feel like even if GTA 6 comes out, 5M is going to still be really popular. I 100% disagree. Can't wait for all the GTA 6 videos that say, can we stop the train? 5M is still the most realistic police simulator out there. LSPDFR, I guess. 5M, I guess. But it's not a police simulator. Krish, what's up? How you doing? Midnight Maverick. Is GTA delayed again? If you... no. We don't know that. We know that... Strauss just said in his interview the other day that it's November 19th. November 19th. Used to watch you ask Hell's Kitchen. The sugar mill will be interesting to have a look around. Yes. The Clouston sugar area is going to be awesome. Allied Crystal Sugar. Any vehicles you're looking forward to seeing in the game? Yep, this one that you just saw on the highway is a 7.4 flying over. I love the new Bison, dude. Based on the Ram. Obviously, I'm a Ram fan after owning one as long as I have. You know what? So many people told me the Ram, you're gonna regret that decision, blah blah blah. Rams are pieces of shit, blah 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 blah. I still have my Ram. It's got 76,000 miles on it. Paid for, free and clear for the last couple of years. We bought a brand new in 2016. We did every bit of preventative maintenance that you do at the dealership. We've had zero issues with that truck. Zero issues. This is not my website, no. This is the website called 6Hub. They asked if I wanted to be a creator on here, so I graciously accepted. And look at that. You can see there's my recent American Truck Sim video. But here's all the different creators that are on it. You want to see when people are going live, you can see it right here. I'll do my best. I'll talk to Sav and see if I can get my Fauna Live on this. But I would rather not do it because a lot of these guys are GTA specific. And I don't want to be like, oh, hey, I'm doing Flight Sim. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do that. So there's that. There is that one. Okay, let's go back to this. This is number 2. So this one's fun because you see the 7.4 land, but you see a 7.4 before we get to it. Actually, see it in that one shot. If there's any more planes than that, yeah, I know there's not there. One of my favorite shots is right here. The little, where's he at? The little raccoon in the background. In the trash cans. Love this one. It's so cool. Little trash panda. I still have my Ram 2 planks of DDR4. Nice. Jumps. Over on 747 looks like a New Zealand but old. To me it looks like placeholder.com US Air. Well, it is US Air, that's why. So here is the new US Air livery here with the blue tail on it. No contrails coming out of there. What's interesting to me is this is supposed to be a plane. I think it's supposed to be at cruise. I don't think this is supposed to be anything other than that. Another thing that you'll see in this, which is really cool, is if I kind of move this thing around a little bit. You see the amount of birds. That flock of birds right there. That's so cool. Then there's the small little group going the opposite way. You see that? How they converge? That is so neat. And then the big boy comes through. Big 7.4 in the Fly US livery. And as you see, we have no flaps for this landing. Landing gear look way too small for that airplane. That's, again, this is straight out of, it's the GTA 5 model, it looks like to me. Eleven 19 is console release. Yep. 4 to 6 months later. Could be 1 to 2 years later. Depends, Beardist. Who here remembers the Saturn Jeff had long before the Ram? I do. It's the same with all brands, are all perspective based. Honestly, 5M will still be widely played. When GTA 6 releases, approximately 200,000 people play 5M a day, and that's a lot. I don't think that everyone will give up by 5M. I think you underestimate the power of GTA 6. Everybody said the same thing in GTA 4 when we moved over to GTA 5. All the multiplayer communities and stuff. And they completely fell flat on their face. It's just the way it is. No, whoever wants to see the GTA 5 map ever again, I have the same feeling about it as I do with 4. Like, I played so much 4. It's the reason why I don't play it anymore. I don't play it. I don't want to. Once in a while to say, oh, hey, look at that. That's nostalgic. GTA 5 will be, oh, hey, that's nostalgic to me. No way in hell will you catch me playing GTA 5 after 6 is out. Won't happen. Think Jason fixed all the leaks? I think he did a pretty good job, Urzu. I think so. I've got a 2nd gen and a 3rd gen RAM, every one of the big 3. Make good and bad generations, years of trucks. Buy what's good when you buy. Yep. I have a no brakes. General Joe Howitzer, what's up? How you doing? Grew up watching Code Zero and LSPD4 on your YouTube channel. It's cool to catch you on Twitch. Your vids inspired me to join several GTA 5M servers and eventually volunteer with my local sheriff. Very cool, dude. Thank you, Jason. A popular name again. That and Lucia. Have my ass off. I never noticed the raccoon before. I was too busy staring at that Cadillac. I know, it looks so good. The one above looks like it's based on Alaskan Airlines. Isn't a flock of seagulls. They ran so far away. You think airports will actually be functional? I do. The tail livery looks different. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Fly US, their new livery. Different than from 5's, yes. Anti-alias is such a step up from 5. Yeah, it really is. I love how this guy, this is another really cool detail, is he looks up at the plane when it goes overhead. You see that? This guy right back here? As soon as that plane starts to fly overhead, he looks right up at it. That is such a neat, small detail. So that means that the PEDs will see things in the sky and look at them. I think that's really, really cool. You could be scripted to do that, sure. But I think that when you see the patents and how these NPCs live their lives, it's pretty wild. I believe that we're going to see some interesting scenarios based on that. Subtle dirt in the windshield too? Oh yeah. The other one had no winglets. This one does. The 1 in 5 has winglets. GTA 4 never had a big MP community. Depends. I mean, DOJ was in GTA 4. Played in that. LCDOJ was as well. Or LCDPS, I mean. That was my first community I ever joined, was LCDPS. I think people are just, they're in denial. I'll say that. They're in denial. Well, halfway there. The perfect song. We're a minute away from playing GTA 6. Though 5 fatigue is real at this point. 13 years. Yes. Commercial and cargo trailers showcase. Okay. We're still doing AI. I remember when OCRP was going to have a Liberty City server before the mod for that was taken down. Yeah, so we had one. And then the thing was, everybody played it one night, 2 nights. Nobody wanted to play on it again. People were bored of it. In 2 days, they were bored of it. It's like all the people that some people just get bored of shit like really fast. I don't. Like, I played a lot of hours of GTA 4. So many hours that whenever I departed it, it was a great part of my life, but I was happy to see it go. 5 will be the same. 5 has overstayed its welcome. How come you guys stopped playing BMP? Just scheduling, getting people around to do it. It's been out so long, no need to go back once 6 is here. Yes. I completed GTA 5 within 2 days of playing it. Nice. Yeah, last time I did I did a playthrough of GTA 5. Same. I kind of want to play the storyline again with all of my map mods that I have for LSPDFR now. Or like all of my mods I have in there. We should do a story mode of it. That'd be fun. It'll just look different, you know? How do you think vehicle sounds will be? I think they're going to be vastly improved, but Rockstar's always done a really good job, in my opinion. What's the price tag for GTA 6 will be? I think it's going to be your standard $70. And then your collector's editions will, you know, maybe like you're saying 120 there. Collector's edition. I would gladly pay for a physical copy with a map and some cool little trinkets and things in a collector's edition. I would gladly pay $120 for that. How the heck do you even calculate that type of stuff? What you mean, Z-Man? You think GTA 6 Online will have flying bikes and crazy guns? I really hope not, man. I hope they listen to the community and get rid of that shit, because it ruined GTA Online. I don't play it because of the Mark II oppressor. I don't play GTA Online because of that reason. The Mark II oppressor is the biggest piece of shit they ever created, and it ruined GTA Online. They had 5 for what, like 13-ish years. Nobody that can afford 6 will still want to play 5 ever. I haven't RP'd in 6+ years and still don't miss Los Santos and Blaine County. There you go, Beardist. So are the AI supposed to be individual and free from each other? Yes, for the most part. No, I meant the other one we saw before in the trailer. Direct with their environment. GTA 6 is heavily ruined. All right. LCDPS, what a throwback. I know, right, Philip? You're just sick of 5. I don't know how anyone can still stand it. September 17th will be 13 years. Yep. I think 6 is going to have that nice pocket between, from everything we've seen in the videos of the trailers, you know, with the car, especially on trailer 1. You go to trailer 1 at the end, you know, the classic shot of them going around the corner. Right here. Like, this is such an iconic shot here. But you can really see the physics at play here and the inertia the car has in the corner. I mean, look at that. To me, I think it's going to be a fine balance between a fun experience and kind of what we had in GTA 4. Some people really like the GTA 4 physics and they're just, I mean, hardcore about it. I didn't think that was, I thought they were exaggerated as far as the body roll on them goes. This seems a lot more realistic, but it kind of gives me some like Forza vibes, you know, like that Simcade. I think if they can find a way to make it a Simcade experience while driving and make it like more on the arcade side of Simcade, I think that they would make a lot of people happy. Personally. Like 5M won't die at all. Too many YouTubers are committed to making 5M videos. Oh, that's because there are people that only play 5M for money, dude. Guess who doesn't do that? This guy. There are people that only play it for money and hate it. It's like, why? All right. But there are people that are like, well, when GTA 6 comes out, I'm not quitting 5M. Is it because they're scared of something new? They have to be innovative and do something different against the grain of what's comfortable and has been around. The day they added the Mark 1 oppressor was like Christmas. The day they added the Mark 2 was like a funeral. Yeah, that's true, Muddy. I was playing GTA Online in 2013. After 2013 went to shit. People immediately killing you on loading. Oh, yeah. Well, if you go into GTA Online and you don't care about dying, it's fun. I still play it. It's fine. But I just don't play it like on my channel, and I don't play it regularly, you know? I don't know any game or developer that's still making physical copies of games. Not even a collector's edition with a figurine, poster, and map. Last time I seen that was EverQuest 2. Yeah, so it's very possible that they don't have it. I just think that they will. This will probably be the very last time we'll see it out of Rockstar. It's just a hunch. Hoping the PC port isn't too far behind due to the delays. Oh yeah, man. It's going to look beautiful on PC. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Hope you and the family are well. So looking forward to GTA 6 and your content with others for the gaming. What a game coming. Unbelievable. Thank you, Weather Watcher. Yes. Hope the next trailer, it starts off with Iran Flock of Seagulls. The rumor mill says it's do or whatever, the Heartbreaker song. Is that Rolling Stones? Is that who sings that? Heartbreaker? Yeah. Do Heartbreaker by the Rolling Stones. That's what the rumor mill says. But Iran would be a great throwback to the Vice City days. I can't see them using any songs they used in the Vice City promo material. They're a little more innovative than that. And just going for nostalgia hits. Thoughts on the weapon wheel update and the style as opposed to 5? AZ Guitarist, great question. I really am excited for it. If you go into that document, it breaks down that whole new weapon wheel system. Very similar to what we see in Red Dead Redemption 2 with the horse. Imagine your car as your horse and how you can store things. It's going to be kind of like that. I think that's going to be pretty darn cool. Motor and drifting. Well, a lot of people thought you couldn't drift in GTA 5. And then they came out with the drifting physics recently. Like it was pretty late, but they made drifting fun in GTA 5. I think I like drifting in 5 now with the new drift cars. GTA 6 RP won't be kicking for another 2+ years or more. That's if we go the traditional route of thinking of it's going to be relied on a third party. If Rockstar's developing their own role play inside of this with their Roam system, it could be there on release day. We don't know. They haven't said anything about it. They have not. Andrew Gaming Live, thank you for the cheer. Hey Jeff, love the content, keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Andrew. Appreciate you, man. All right. I feel like we need to have like a video playing in the background or something. That's why I would like to have this on repeat. I'm trying to read everybody's comments. We'll just keep this going in the background. All right. What's the time in Florida? It'll be an hour from me. So I don't live in Florida. It's 1:05 here, so it's 2:05 a.m. there. Assassin's Creed Black Flag has a collector's edition. Oh, there you go. Microsoft Flight Sim did it for 24. Yep. Thinking of the military base from Army presence, you're likely thinking of the Grand Theft Auto. We're still doing this? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to skip over everything that you're posting, dude. Just makes it harder. Not your average dirt guy. Super chat. $20 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. Modding community is going to go crazy in 6. It'll be some of the best we've seen once people figure it out. Yes. I'm interested to see how they are designing this game with the way they do their package files, the Rockstar way that made 5 a nightmare to mod when it first came out. You know, things like that. You doing a reaction video of trailer 3 before watching it? I don't do reactions. I'll do a trailer breakdown whenever that happens. The new Ram Rumblebee. It looks pretty cool. Not something I'll ever own, so. Military base is going to be in the Keys. Yup. Airstrike Key. That's its current name. Don't know if that'll be true, but definitely the Naval Air Station will be there. I think we might even have a couple. I'm really hoping there's an oval racetrack based on Homestead. Yeah, so it's either we're going to get like a Daytona-style track up in the Northeast. That's a super speculative. It could happen. Angels in the outfield moment. Or we're going to have Homestead down in Hamlet, which we did see. They took it off the map. It was on there for a while. But the track was there. And it was based on one of the leaks where they're going through downtown Hamlet. And, well, going through downtown Hamlet, you could see like where the track was located in this area. Because it looked like the grandstands in turn 4? Turn 2? Wait, Homestead, turn 1. Well, I guess it would be turn 1 and 4, but yeah, they saw the grandstands there and thought it was possible, but they took it off of here. But it used to be on the map. Not enough evidence to support it yet. You think they'll give us rideable horses? I do. I do think that. You gonna make it to EAA this year? Probably not, man. I got so much stuff going on. I gotta go to going to, what is it? Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio. That's coming up soon. And then going up to, in June, I'm going to Minneapolis for the Flight Sim Expo. What's going on? Something must be happening if you're doing a Copium stream. JSR Radio, what's up? Yeah, just Copium for the week, the start of the week. We have the investor call later today, so just getting hyped up one last time before we go into the investor call and hear anything. There's a possibility that they could shadow drop trailer 3 today, or some news about that and pre-orders and all that stuff going into the call or right after. But if nothing happens today, I don't think we're going to see anything until like mid-June or something like that. Hard to say. We're just copium from all the hits we've had to the start of this week Because this was supposed to be the Rockstar week. This was the fun Rockstar week because of all the hoopla. You know, after the delay we had in November of last year, this was the week everybody was excited for because it's the week leading up to the investor call for the fiscal year. If that makes sense. All right. Good morning, JD Spurs. How you doing, man? I can't wait to hunt gators. Be lots of them, man. Be lots of gators. Trailer 2, trailer 1. Let's do trailer 1. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them about that. That's the thing I would like to see. Unless I'm an idiot and I can't figure it out, I would love to have this be able to loop. Your specific location on the map you're most excited to explore? The Keys. I've always loved the Keys. JSR Radio, yeah, those are all, it's all rumors, man. I just think of logically what could happen. Doesn't mean it will. Here, get some of that copium. I'm tired. What's up, DJ Kaus? Well, we have it here. GTA 6 Alien Secrets Easter eggs about to go crazy. Oh, I think they're leaning into them heavily this time, based on what we saw in the leaked information. Again, on this website, 6Hub, I have it linked in the description since I joined as a creator there. You can go into that document and you can read all of that stuff. If you don't want to be spoiled or anything, that's the reason why I don't talk about any leaked stuff on when we're doing these streams, is because I don't want to spoil anything if you're trying to avoid it. Your specific location on the map, your most oh yeah, I already got that one. Do you think they'll be at the correctional facility? They'll be based on late correctional facility that's actor in Miami or Florida. Lewis. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You got it, Christian B. Thank you. We're gonna have characters resembling Crockett and Tubbs. I doubt it. They like to be original, man. Rockstar doesn't really lean into the nostalgia in their games very often. They do once in a while. So do you think one of the 2 private videos Rockstar uploaded is trailer 3? It could be trailer 3 or it could be 2 character trailers. I don't know. But it's been like that for a while, so I don't know. They have 2 privated on their channel. We don't know. Could be 2 videos they forgot to delete. Something like that. Mind you, never lived down the Keys when you were living in Florida. No, I did not live in the Keys. Visited them. I really like that show Bad Monkey that was shot in the Keys. I'm ready for another season of that with Vince Vaughn. That was great. I like that a lot. What was the original GTA 6 release date again? That would be May 26th, 2026. 5 days from now. We would have been playing this game 5 days from now. We don't think about that. Okay? We don't think about that. You know what time the shareholders meeting is today? Dude, when it comes to no, I don't. I'll be asleep, probably. Chat, what's our level of copium that we will have trailer 3 this month? Sticks now, we're hoping for today. That's why we're doing a stream here today. Just putting it out in the universe. Let's get something from Rockstar today. Today. Right? You think they'll advertise on Hotel Figaro this time? Well, maybe. Well, all they got to do is think about it as a graphic design way. You'd have a character on the left, a character on the right, logo or whatever in the middle. Original release window is fall of 2025. Well, it never said fall. This is just said 2025 originally. That was not an actual date that was given. I mean, we can sit here and pick apart this entire development cycle, but I find that stuff boring. The thing is Rockstar, if they say they're not ready, dude, they're not ready. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to play this game just as much as everybody else, you know? I do. I'm ready to play this over GTA 5 every single day of my life. The thing is, if Rockstar says it's not ready, it's not ready. This is such a different world that they release games in now. It's been 13 years. Have you seen how toxic the online communities are every single game that releases? Everybody hates everything that releases. People are miserable. They say they are gamers, but they don't like anything that's ever out because it's not as good as the good old days, which is just having a whole looping cycle of the good old days. Nostalgia. They're caught in a nostalgia loop. They think that it was so much better 10 years ago, 15 years ago in gaming. It's like, not really. You just had a broken, buggy mess that shipped out and they couldn't update it. It's very different now. So the thing is when you see games like Cyberpunk and all them push out a game that's not ready, Rockstar will never do that. And they said that they won't. So if they can't get this thing 100% right, I mean, think about it. In 6 months, this scope of this game is so massive, so ambitious, so insane. In 6 months, we're going to be playing this. That's pretty wild. I know it's been 13 years, but hey, man, I mean, it's going to blow our fucking minds. And that's why Strauss-Zelnick and the whole, you know, you're going to be astonished. It's going to blow your mind. We're not even ready for something like this because this is 15 years advanced than what anybody else in the industry is doing. I find that incredibly exciting. Lisa Donaldson, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. You missed the panhandle, Urzu? I do sometimes. Early access has ruined things. I'd wait. It needs to be delayed again. Heck, we waited this long. Yeah. I don't think we're going to ever see I don't think we're going to see another delay on this. There's a lot of doomy people out there that just they're miserable with everything. So of course they're gonna be like, "We're just gonna get delayed again," and blah 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 blah. Rockstar just know how to hype to the maximize sales. Yep, been doing it since the 90s. Nothing new. They've always been pretty silent. The current world of pre-alpha, pre-beta, early access title releases, I'm glad they're holding it back instead of us paying to develop and bug fix a game that never makes it fully working release. The thing is I don't know, man. There's a lot of games that I used to play that were never finished, but I loved them. But just because I loved them doesn't mean they were perfect. Everybody today just expects every gaming studio to produce perfection according to what each individual person wants out of that game. That's insanely... It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And you got to have money. I mean, look at this. $1.5 billion, almost $2 billion into GTA 6 is what their budget is. I mean, it shows. That's why people are like, well, LCPDFR or LSPDFR is the best police sim out there. It's like, no, it's on the coattails of GTA 5, which is a gigantic AAA studio that took millions and millions of dollars to develop what you think you can get out of a police sim. The police sim community is so niche that Rockstar would never make a game on that. They won't. There's nothing to market there. It's not how it happens. The Downtown Cab Revere collar shirt in GTA 5 Online is a GTA 6 Easter egg. Ooh, yeah, possibly. The text in the shirt is not the same one we've ever had. It looks like a Ford Police Interceptor. Yeah, it's the new one that you see in these trailers. We get some single player DLC. The thing is I think we're going to actually see what they wanted to do at GTA 5 actually happen in 6. 6 could be the last Grand Theft Auto that they just build on forever. Who knows? I would have hated the idea of another delay last year, but at this point, I really don't care. I'm excited, but imagine how much better the game will be in another 6 months development time. Well, that's why they said we need another 6 months. They don't want to have T-posing dickheads driving down the highway. Like, I mean, they don't want that, and I don't blame them. GTA 5 lasted 13 years. Imagine 6 could last 15. I don't even care about GTA 7, man. I'm all about 6 right now. I'm living in the moment. If GTA 6 only launches with 30 frames per second, will it bother you? No, because I believe it will. I believe it's going to release at 1440p 30 frames per second, or maybe 4K at 30 seconds. 4K 30 frames per second. But maybe a 1440p upscaled. I don't know. But 30 frames doesn't bother me now. I played all of Red Dead Redemption 2 at 30 frames on the PS4. To think a top-down racing game with a cop car bug turning into GTA has become the biggest media entertainment in the world. I know, General Summit. I've been playing these since the first one, man. I remember going to the video store and we rented Grand Theft Auto 1. The first year me and my brother got our PlayStation. 1997, around there. Could be off by a year. Something like that. Will I get a PS5 Pro to make content? I have a PS5. I don't have a PS5 Pro. I don't see enough of a reason to buy a PS5 Pro yet. GTA 6 overhaul, okay. The main bonus to the modern day is at least they can fix the games over time. Yes, exactly. Before they couldn't do that. They just print it and it's done. Space Duck says, fuck the naysayers. Whatever GTA 6 brings will blow the previous thing out of the water. I don't care how expensive it is. I'm buying it. I've been waiting for so long. Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to be getting it on PlayStation. I don't own an Xbox. Uncle Tim, I used to think Rockstar didn't care about that, but they haven't taken down their trailer that says it's coming out in 2020 or May 26, 2026. They didn't bring that trailer down to do that because they don't want to lose those views on it. I didn't think they cared, but I think they do care. I will not be creating another 5M server now. Wait, Jeff, Trailer 2 has a new helicopter. Did it? Was it the Airbus one that we were talking about? Are you talking about the other one? Where's it at? Oh, what am I doing? No, we broke it. Trailer 2, you're saying? Let's see. The sheriff's helicopter? Yeah, Cybersponge, and that's what they're doing. It says that I'd be okay waiting another year if it meant that they were fixing the bugs and glitches. Yep, agreed. plan on streaming on TR. I don't know what that means. Definitely want to mod GTA 6 when mod support comes. Oh yeah, everybody wants to get involved with that. It's gonna be awesome, dude. I plan on streaming on release date? Probably not. I'm gonna live in the moment, man. I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan first and foremost. So I'm gonna play it, and then I don't know, take a couple days off, play it, and then we'll be streaming it. Because when we stream it, we're gonna be doing stuff that a lot of you guys have already finished the storyline on. So we're just gonna do exploring, boating, fun things like that. Talk about the game, our experience with the game. I have no plans to just rush and be out there, the massive ball of confusion that will be every creator creating GTA 6 content on the planet at one time. It's gonna be a fuck ton of everywhere you look. It's gonna be GTA 6. Be a mess. Ryan Stevenson 1364, what's up, dude? How you doing? I will get a collector's edition if they have one. 100%. I think everyone in chat will be buying it or another. Yeah. Or more. We'll all be double and triple dipping. I bought GTA 5, 4 times? I want to say it was like 4. Yeah, 5 times. I'll wait for the PS5 Pro to be on sale, plus if GTA 6 is bundled with PS5 Pro Slim. I will not buy a Slim. It's near the end. Thank you, Christian. Oh, you're talking about this one? Where's it at? The boat? Oh, yeah, see, that's the new Dodo. Look at the difference. Look at the clear landing lights. Oh, we're going to go back into that again. It's this one right here. How about this one? That's a pole Mav with the Vicedale livery. Space Duck started playing GTA San Andreas without mods, and it's fun that way. Classic games. Swarm, I can only imagine how well it will look when it finally releases on PC. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. SCPD Armor, do appreciate the 84 months on Twitch, man. What up, Jeff? How's that hopium tasting? Well, I do have some hopium, but we're in copium mode because of just the couple gut shots we got earlier this week. But hey, I'm hopeful for today. Today is, we get news no matter what it is. At least it's news. It's better than nothing. Anything is better than nothing. All right, Donald, you're going to get timed out. And the reason why you're going to get timed out or removed from the channel, I'm going to tell you this before I do it so you can stop doing it, because now you're posting spoiler material, stuff that was in the leaks. You're asking AI to grab information from the leaks. And I already said that this is a leak-free zone. I know about the leaks, and I'll lean into it a little bit once in a while. And I say, hey, just so you know, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But we're not trying to ruin it for other people. So this is your last chance, bud. If you want to be here and hang out with us and talk to us like a person, we're human beings, you can do that. But if you just continue to spout the AI stuff, I'm going to have to shut you down. Boom, 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 boom. You need to change your GPU before you play GTA 6? Yeah. I don't think an RTX 2070 Super can handle it. Don't think so. Doesn't look like a pull map to you? It's got the bubble windows on the top. I mean, it's a like a H-125 and AS-350 style helicopter. The streets will be like when COVID hit, when GTA 6 is released. General Summit, you're not wrong, man. Thought it was an Xbox guy. I used to be Xbox 360 a long time ago, but then Bugs and Zach were like, you got to get it on PS4. You got to get it on PS4. So I bought a friggin' PlayStation. And then I ended up buying a PlayStation 5 because I just liked it. I don't play very much, very many console games, but if I do, it's on PS5. So it made sense to me just to go PlayStation. And everybody was having fun. And it was just, we were memeing about it, the AI stuff. But I was just like, there's people that honestly just don't want to know that stuff. Shutting down all my social media for at least a week when it's released to avoid spoilers. Crick, good luck. Godspeed to you. It's going to be everywhere, man. Don't turn on the news. The news will be talking about it. Bad Donald. He was very, very bad. Don't spoil it for us. The real experience will be on PS5 Pro. Remember GTA 5 looked terrible in trailer 1. Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to look crazy. It's going to look crazy. Thanks for being on top of it. No problem, Space Duck. I just try to give everybody a fair shot. I don't like to ban people. I don't like to time people out, hide people in the channel. I don't think a lot of people know that when you get timed out, like I'll just never see anything you say again. So it's like, it's harsh. Anything specific you're wanting native in 6? That's a loaded question. I don't know. Kitchen the wall. Can we go fishing in GTA 6? I know people were asking about it earlier. There you go. But Swarm, if I had to guess, or I had to put one down, I'd be like, realistic police lighting would look really good. If you do what ELS can do in GTA 6, that'd be awesome. I don't know if it will be, but it would be neat. Haptic feedback, it's going to be cool on PS5 controller. Oh yeah, because when I played GTA 5 on it last time, it's great because you hear the police radio come through it whenever you have people, when you have wanted stars, which is pretty nice. And it's got a nice haptic feedback to it. General Summit, we've already had conversations about it behind closed doors, and I believe that we will be back doing what we used to do. We analyzed the buses and trains possibly in GTA 6. We saw new bus models. Yeah, I like that new one. That was in one of the trailers. The one where she's like, blat, blat. The blat, blat. Which one was that? Was that trailer 2? It was trailer 2 because it looked beautiful. No, it was trailer 1, wasn't it? Or was it, we used to be hot, so hot together? Maybe it was in this one. Yeah, it's right here. Right? This song is so good. There's the bus right there. Here she is. There she is. Look at this bus. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, look at the windows on the back of that thing. Oh, as a bus nerd, we're excited about that. The song that's playing right now is called Look to the Future by Purple Dive. I have it downloaded because I really like this band on epidemicsound.com. I'm just doing the synthwave playlist. It's got a good Owl City sound to it. With the woo, 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 woo. It's the Excelsior based model. There you go, SCPD right there. You can see we can see the tire. And you can see the front of it right there. I recognized the music from your ATS video earlier right away. Oh, yeah. Blood from Stone and then Brave. Oh, the Metro train? Yep, up here. Metro Mover. The Metro Mover. You can see that thing quite a bit in other shots too. Still exploring Illinois and ATS, Chris? Nice. Looks like a new flyer. Reflection though. We getting something today before the earnings call. Crick, I'm hopeful for it. I don't know. I think this is our best chance we have is today. But no matter what, we're getting the earnings call. We're going to get some sort of news today, no matter what. That's all that matters. You know, we're getting something. Something that's better than nothing. Something is surely a lot better than nothing, I must say. The Metro Mover, yep. Have I tried ATS and VR? Yes. It's a lot of fun. Today I spent, 6 hours working on my American Truck Sim. Added 35 mods, installed Snowy Moon, got Snowy Moon configured to where I liked, everything all set up, installed Project Next Gen. I had a 3-hour plus play session. Only crashed on me once, and it was a random one-off. It was something to do with the missing LOD texture or whatever it was, but it wasn't from one of my mods, because even with mods shut off, it's still doing it. Something to do with the 1.59. Yeah, like I said, Space Duck, I'm just starting to get my mods situation back together. And I'm pretty happy with that, because it's easy to get your mod numbers up when you're doing all the different sound packs. It sort of makes sense to announce something right before marketing is supposed to start, then right after. Although they did say they wanted to lean summer marketing towards release, then away from it. Yeah, it's hard to say, Z-Man. It really is. I think we have to take everything with a grain of salt and just go, there's a chance. Because there's a chance. There has to be a chance. But we can't go off of what they've done in the past, because I think they're throwing everybody off the scent. People are going crazy, you know. Forgive me, why are we copiuming GTA 6? Are we gearing for an announcement? Well, today is the investor call. So our copium is from earlier this week. We thought with the Best Buy leaks, we thought pre-orders were going to start on Monday. That was part of that leak and all the buzz about that. That didn't happen. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, here we are. Day of the investor call. We have a chance to get something today. Something today. Crazy to believe. May 6th. It's been over a year since we had a trailer. First trailer was December 4th, 2023. Second was May 6th, 2025. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I am not streaming all day now. No. Just need a little faith. Have some goddamn faith. I need to hurry up with the release date so I can book 2 weeks of annual leave. Hey, November 19th. Fingers crossed for something. Same, Chris, same. GTA 5 current bus model is based on either the new Flyer D40LF or the NABI, the Navi 40 LFW. Interesting. Friday incoming? Yeah. For Gellhorn pictures again? Sure. Yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see, we can pop over to it and look at it. Look at this one. This is a screenshot that is really, really underrated. Really underrated. Look at the scars this guy has on his body. That is so crazy. And the tattoos. But the lighting, man, looks really, really good. The weed plants. I think that's so cool. Attention to detail. The one with the train? Oh, you want to look at this one? Sure. This guy down here. Yeah, isn't it crazy that this right here, this station is in Central Florida in real life. It's just a tiny little thing in the middle of nowhere that is used. Jeff, was that driving game you demoed a while back? You did a live, and I remember something about a tornado coming or something. Oh, you're talking about Road Kings by Saber in that group. It just says 2026 on that. We don't have a date for that, so I have no idea. TLP, I do appreciate you gifting a membership out. Very kind of you. There a GTA Disneyland? Not that we know of. I heard it way delayed again till February 2027. Oh, the 4chan trash? Yeah. Sure. Sure, it'll come out in 2027. We already looked at the Boat Boy screenshot. You guys can go download that. Blow it up, put it on your wall. Anything aviation wise, TNTL. Anything aviation wise. Look at the people look hunched over next to the ballista down there. Looks so cool. All right, so going back to my other theory, remember we were talking about how the clouds, once again, Rockstar has put these storm clouds in our way. All of this to obscure us from the truth. So here's the shot. Where's my damn trailer shot? It's down here, right? No, it's the photo. I'm a little photo guy. They've moved this thing around a couple times, actually. Not that one. And you know I've been staring at a friggin' screen too long. I can't even find this. Oh, there. God, golly, man. All right, so yeah. Oh, that's why. You have to zoom in more. I was like, I know it's in this area. So right here, it's looking in this direction, right? We're looking out here. All of this is being hidden. So think about it. Port Gellhorn isn't just this. It isn't just this rundown whatever. It's based on Panama City and a lot of other places. Little Tampa in there. But the thing is, we only know what's going on with some of these buildings. All this is unknown stuff because it's completely covered in clouds. I think we could easily have a lot more structures, like a city right here, and then having all of your high-rise, because we don't see any, in any of the screenshots, we haven't seen any of the West Coast high-rise buildings at all on the Gulf side. Like Port Gellhorn definitely, in my opinion, has high-rise hotels on the beach. I think it does. Y'all might have dynamic weather waves inside the channel. Yep. That'd be pretty cool. I think it's Fort Myers or Tampa right there. Well, we know about Gloriana. We talked about the Space Coast, the Space Center stuff. So Sarah, Kennedy Space Center stuff. They think it's going to be in the Northeast. I think there's a good chance it will be in the Northeast. We saw that screenshot when we first started this whole thing that showed the Canaveral, the Cape Canaveral lighthouse. And it's the only thing we've seen from that. So if we go to screens and we go over to the pictures. Right there. That is the Cape Canaveral lighthouse, the black and white one. It's very, very famous up there in Cape Canaveral during all the NASA launches. But that is the Space Coast right there. In my opinion, it could be, they could have the Cape Canaveral building here. So what I see when I look at this is here, you have some trees and some stuff here. Right here is the actual lighthouse with the stripes on it. And then over here, looks kind of like it would be where the VAB would be located. And then you would have your spires for a rocket, you know, over here. Possibly. That's what I see in that screenshot. Visual Broker, we already went over all of the weather stuff in the very front half of this stream, so I'm just saying what I'm talking about is the it's not the weather system, because we went into great detail about the weather system, but what I'm talking about is the, let me show you. How they have the clouds smashed into the ground here, because that's not natural right there. You don't have this line right here. You don't have clouds that come to a sharp line like this. It's not in nature. So what they did was they smashed that cloud layer down into the ground to hide what's back there. Similarly, they always have a storm or something happening where they don't want you to see what they're hiding, obviously. They don't want us to see it yet. They want a surprise. So same thing with the Port Gellhorn thing. They just happen to have this huge wall of water and these rain shafts obscuring anything that would show us any sign of a tall buildings or anything right here. It's all completely hidden if it was. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, I can't go into the whole spiel about the dynamic weather again. Yeah, I mean, they're showcasing the weather, but they also chose to, they choose all of this stuff. We know this. If you've seen that Rockstar development guy that used to do it, he explained how they did that stuff. Same thing here. This is a lot further away than you think it is, because these are ships over here in this whole dock of this port area here. It's massive. And this here, I'm not sure what this is over here. I thought it was the I think it's like part of that, what they're calling Draper Island or whatever. When I first saw it, I got excited. I was like, oh my God, it's a battleship from Mobile, Alabama. But no, don't think so. Instead, it's this thing here, this little island. This is the port wraps around this way, but there's an island right out here. And then this is the Bockemer Bridge right here, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge here. It's the two going up towards Yorktown. But you think the 404 is going to be grabbing the 2, which is the Bockemer Bridge. We know that it's the Bockemer Bridge on the 2 is because of the leaks. That's the only reason. Otherwise, nobody would know anything. They wouldn't have a damn idea. Queen Mary. You live in Yorktown? Very nice. The blonde woman, Tracy from GTA 5. No. Yeah, the Viewliners from Amtrak. Yeah, it looks like an Amtrak for sure. Their version of it. Gloriana could be in the prologue. You never know. The military base is going to be way down south. Which they're calling Airward Key now. It was Airstrike Key. Boca Chica Key in real life. But here, you can see the reason why they thought that was because of these yellow barriers here, which are very showing of what the Naval Air Station down near Key West on Boca Chica is actually what it looks like. So this is the entrance right here. Which would be right into it this way. And we know all these are all in these shots. So like here's the real life shot of the Naval Air Station ATC tower. And there it is in game. Same stuff over here. You have this guy, the radar installation. We have like all these as well. This is all the evidence that supports the Naval Air Station. This whole massive hangar is right there. It's all lined out nicely, but that also shows that Key West, or whatever they're going to call it, is going to be north of that. So yeah, that's why they have the keys wrapping around this way, which makes sense because think about it in a way of GTA 5. If you had it like in real life, how it went way out to here, that's a long boating and a long drive. So to curl it that way actually makes sense map-wise for people to get to the grasslands or whatever off of that key a lot quicker. So I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah, they're north to south highway. 75 is basically kind of what the 404 does. It goes all the way down and it becomes Alligator Alley, you know? So 404 is essentially the 75. Interstate 75. So the prison's not in Port Gellhorn. The prison you see in the very beginning, we think there's two of them. There are two of them. So you have the one in Hamlet. It's the one you saw in the trailer, which you can see right there, that shot, the 7.4. In the first trailer, obviously. That's the correctional facility. But then we have the one up here, and we know this is here because of L's leaks. So if you want to know about that, you can look into this document. It's on this website, 6 Hub. If you go to the leaks and patents here, is where you can read all those documents. You just pick a anti-cheat protection system patent from Rockstar, and you can go through all this stuff if you want to learn about it. It's all there. David Bell, thank you so much for 7 months, man. Appreciate the continued support on Twitch. You have any West Coast north to south highway like that? Okay, we covered that one. Bahamas expansion. Yeah, I mean, possibilities are endless, Big Dave. I think they're going to expand to the north and eventually finger out towards Liberty City, San Andreas. That's what they've always wanted to do. And it makes sense. Like if you look at like what Sam Hauser and them were saying whenever 5 was being marketed. Remember they talked about that. They're like, we it would be incredibly exciting if we did this, this, this. Well, it makes sense to start somewhere, right? If you're going to build out a gigantic streaming map, it's better to start originally where it would be. Like if you think about it, Vice City makes sense to go back there and recreate it first because it's in the bottom right corner of where they want to start the map. They always wanted to make like a GTA America style. I know off topic, but they updated Samson for having so many enemies attacking you at once. That was yesterday. I did see that update, and I was excited to try it out. I think it's going to fix a lot of those issues we ran into with that. I hope 3 covers more of the northern part of the map. I know, man. I really do too. As a mapping project nerd, I just want... my one wish I have for trailer 3 is this. Right here, we have a drone, right? Drone shot. Opening shot is Mount Caliga looking to the north, and we... actually, over here, looking to the northeast, right? And it lifts off the ground. It's a pan to the slight pan to the right while rising up over the top of Caliga, the domed hills, and all this, revealing the northeast end of the map or the north end of the map, just to shut people up. If they would just have a little smaller, we need 3 seconds. That's all we need. Just 3 seconds. No, a Boeing 747 is not equipped with a okay, if you're talking about nav lights, yes. Yes. Those are basic nav lights. You have a red light on the left, green on the right, and a white in the tail. But you don't have green and red in the same light pod like they do in 5. I got confused there reading that. Just found out the conference earnings call starts in 1 hour and 30 minutes from now. No, it doesn't. Does it really? No way. I thought they do it on US time. Like at 3 p.m. or something. Yeah, defaultistic. That's from the interview that they had with those guys around the GTA 5 marketing days. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, yes. 8:30 UTC. Yeah, be 3:30 p.m. here. I will not be streaming at 3:30 p.m. Well, maybe we'll go live during it. I don't know. Probably not. There's gonna be so many people covering the call. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do that. Yeah, we're gonna go in depth with the dodo before we finish things off for sure tonight. Let's go into our screens and videos. Trailer 2. There's the visitor center. That took us a while. So we got really excited. I remember that this one happened in the mapping community. We got really excited about this. This is the visiting center. Well, it's the Everglades Visitor Center. But it looked like the front of like a Disney like queue line or something like that, or Universal almost. But it's been found. It's the Everglades Visitor Center. There's a shot of there's Delights there. That's that strip club in Port Gellhorn. Get back to it. We used to be hot, so hot together. And the law allows. You think there'll be gas, crypto stocks, and taxes? Yes. All right, here we go. To me, as a motorcycle fan, I just love the attention to detail on the motorcycle, dude. Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. So beautiful. Look at the reflection of the clouds in Jason's glasses, too. So cool. All right. Looking at the Dodo. Based on the de Havilland Beaver. Here's our first shot of it right here. November 5719er 1 Charlie, it looks like. So they got 5719er 1. It could be a Lima Charlie. I don't know. For Liberty City. That's actually, well, we'll see when it gets closer. Look at that, man. Here's the exhaust pipes right out the bottom there. You can see the heat blur from it. But look at those floats, man. Look at the detail on the floats. That's really, really nice. Good night, Donald. Thanks for hanging out with us, giving us a little laugh. David Bell, thank you for the 7 months, man. Appreciate you. There he goes. Not models, but cars. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's bring it forward. Look at that beauty. Look at the detail on the bottom of this thing. Here's the cables attached. You see the individual cables. How cool is that? Stairs up to it. And here we go. It is 1 Charlie. Okay, it was November. It's November 5719 or 1 Charlie. It's a long-ass registration. But what really has me hyped is this. The landing, the light housings are modeled. How about that? Having modeled light housings. And this is not a placeholder. This is a whole new model of the Dodo seaplane. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. There's the dual landing lights on both sides. But look at the detail on the wing. Like, that's what I'm talking about. The struts, every single protrusion that's on the real airplanes that you see in real life. Like, these are small details that we've never seen before in aviation. That's what's got me pumped. That big old radial engine, man. The Mamadas 5 and the Mamadas has light housings on 5. I mean, yeah, but they're like a, I mean, yeah, kind of. They do have light housings, but they don't look like there's like actual glass with the actual individual lights. I know what you mean. It's more like a black texture there, you know? Put that away. Okay, steps 2. I wonder if we'll see a 737 or A320. I would love to see something like that, man. That'd be awesome, Christian. That would. double checked, and yeah, it's 8:30 UTC, an hour and a half from now. The 4:30 time is Eastern time, which is 8:30 UTC. I am so confused, dude. It is 2 in the morning here right now. I can't. You mean they're having their investors earnings call for Take-Two? What? At 3:30 a.m.? What? No. There's no way. It's 7 a.m. You're thinking of, you got to look at PM. (8:30 p.m.) UTC. Yeah, like 13 hours from now. I was very confused there for a second. I'm like, that's not usually what they do. I just looked on their website. We'll find out. All right, Space Duck, have a good night. Good morning to you. Oh no, you're all good. I was like, I don't know what the hell. They don't do that. Their investor calls usually in the afternoon, late afternoon. Look at the dirt underneath that thing, dude. Oh, I'm so hyped for this area. Yes, I am. This is where we get to see the cockpit for the first time. Try to see if there's any motion on that. Yep, you see the altimeter's moving. Look at that. You see the altimeter? And the altimeter's showing about 600 feet right there. Is that 600 feet? Hard to say if it is moving. So they still might be using GTA units for altitude. But you can definitely see that needle moving. That's not placebo. It's going down. Yeah, airspeed's over here. Man, that is some detail on those things. Attitude indicator looks pretty good. Oh, this is the buzzard. The beautiful buzzard. This thing right here. That we know and love. Based on the MD. MD 500 style helicopter. They even have him sitting in the correct spot for the MD. I love the wake off of that thing, dude. That thing running for its life. That boar, or that hog. Look at that water. You see where he's been running? That's so good, dude. One thing I haven't looked at is on this side very much. There's the person on the boat, in the car. On top there. There it is. I knew I saw something there I hadn't seen before. It's right here. There's a deer running down here. There he comes into frame right behind these two trees, right here. There he is. I hadn't noticed that deer before. Man, even after this much time, there's still things you miss. I mean, granted, he is the same damn color as that dirt. Oh, there's people down there on ATVs. I just saw the motion of them. Hold on. Back it up. Or is that a vehicle? What is that? You see that? Is it a truck? What is that? It's moving this way. I always forget I have a highlighter. This thing right here, going this way. It looks like two people. It looks like they're on ATVs. Oop. Wrong button. I have never seen this before. How many of y'all knew that was there? I've never seen that before. That's what is so cool about this frame analyzer, dude. Normally, I would be the one to have to, I'd have to have this open in Premiere and we'd be going through every single frame and all that stuff, and it was a pain in the ass. But with this frame analyzer, man, you can really just rock things back and forth. I don't think anybody's jet skiing in the Everglades. It doesn't look like that to me. It could be. And here's a bass boat. Is that a bass boat or is that like one of them boats that has is that the mast in the middle there? Might be a person standing here with here's like the actual thing in the middle. It's a big ass motor though. Yeah, I've never seen this over here. This is a first for me. Like, I can definitely see the deer now. That one there. Is that another deer? Wait a minute. There's two of them. Oh, man, we're seeing all sorts of stuff, aren't we? There's 3 deer down here. Hold on, hold on. We have a deer right here. We have a deer right here. We have one right back here about to go this way. Zoom out. Here they are running. There's so much wildlife in this shot. It's insane. Three deer, trailer 3 confirmed. Yeah, I've never noticed this over here. This frame analyzer is amazing. Maybe we're not done analyzing this damn trailer, dude, now that we have this tool. Yeah, this is 2 people. They look like they're on ATVs. Like, what makes me think is that shot right there. It makes me think that this is like the person's head. Here's his arm reaching down like that, and he's kind of like that. And then this is the actual, like, unit back here, like this. Tires are down there, you know? That's what it looks like. That's what I'm seeing. That is so cool. Okay, there's definitely more on the right side than that we probably haven't ever seen before. So let's back it up. You know why you never see that? Is because your eye automatically gravitates towards the motion of the helicopter into frame. That's what gets you. All right, so let's see what's over here on the right. Got a couple cranes hanging out. A lot of wildlife down here. Look at these guys. Holy crap. And also, yeah, having the Billy version of the trailers helps out a lot. It's so much higher fidelity. Yeah, there's a lot of wildlife down there. I would be surprised if there's a damn alligator right here. No, that's just lighting. Is that boar running that way? Okay, so if they're up there, then there has to be something going on over here on the left. Yeah, there's more birds over there hanging out. More cranes. Anything else up here that we should know about? I think those are flamingos. Those are flamingos. Holy moly, dude. Yeah, it's a person hanging out on the side. It looks like Brian there with the his getup that he has when he's wearing that one thing in that screenshot. Let's see if there's I couldn't see if there's any lighting on that beacon on the bottom of that buzzard. Yeah, it's just not enough time for it to go off. All right, let's go into this shot here. Maybe we need to just go through this damn trailer. I'm telling you what. I cannot believe the details that I missed because I just had it looked like mush. Oh, they're smiling. See if there's anything back here cool happening. Well, that guy does jump off. I was wondering if these guys are jumping off the top of the boat. They are. How crazy is that? Yep, they jumped in. Damn. That's so many people near the boat. I love the little swan. This might be where the location is of the of that boat part. No, that party that they were having wasn't there. It was down in the Keys. In that one screenshot. What I'm thinking of. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, Vice City. Okay, then it's definitely in the Keys. They have it set up as. Yeah, this one. This one's great. There's so much to see in this whole screenshot. Yeah, it looks like we can lay in these floaties. Yeah, Christian, from what we see. Bucket from the top. I love the tiger shark in the shot down here. You can see him really clearly here in this shot, more so than you could see him before. Like that. This is fin. Back down this way. Not like that. That's what I'm seeing. Something kind of like that. In the water. Yep, dude hanging out on this floaty. The detail on the floaties are ridiculous too. Look at the seam in the middle. One thing I really do like about the boats, and the reason why I'm like really stoked about boats is, I mean, look at this. Leonida 416291, like the actual, like, the regulations into boating is actually present on these vessels. That's what's really exciting about it. S23. One of the NPCs is looking at the shark. Maybe they are. I don't see anybody like freaking out about the shark there that I can see. Look at this boat. This boat right here is so insanely detailed. It looks so good. Like these two are just, you know, docked up next to each other. But it's not like these are two separate, like, they're the same boat, right? But this one here doesn't have the roof on it. It has an American flag on the side of it. Like, there's so many different variations of the same boats that give them that unique feel like somebody else owns it, you know? Yeah, it's a dinga. Or those are the dinkas right here. These are the Nagasaki's. And 2 Nagasaki 600s on the back of your boat, that size, that's a lot of power. There's a cigarette boat out there, the Whirlwind. It's got a racing number on it. Whirlwind Insurance. Aha! That's new. It makes sense, right? Here's more of our theory. Right? It's more of our theory. Whirlwind Insurance. Think about it. Foreshadowing for hurricane. Once again, an insurance company based on hurricane damage. Whirlwind Insurance. Uh-huh. That's pretty bitchin'. What's up, MDX Crafton? How you doing? Let me get caught up to you guys in chat. Eric, I really do appreciate the 8 months of membership. If I missed that, man, I'm so sorry. Really do appreciate you being here. TLPNZ, thank you for the membership gift to SAO as well. I don't know why it didn't populate that up for me. FEMA getting paid. I think that, I mean, I know it's a stretch, but that is a pretty funny thing, right? Because we know Moore's Mutual Insurance, right? Who else is there in the GTA universe? Whirlwind's brand new. Interesting. I just now caught that. That's why sometimes it's good to come back to this stuff with a fresh mind. Pegasus and Mechanic. They're not insurance companies. Look at that boat. I love the signage in the water for all the channels. Look at that thing. That thing looks awesome. Another giant yacht of people just partying. They really do have the boat culture down, don't they? Yeah, that's what we saw out there in that grass river shot. Nothing over there of anything to note. So based on that, this has to be down just south of Jason's house. Right? It has to be this one. Yeah. Jason's house is up here. Yeah, you see the channels? The reason why they have these channels marked is because of those markers. These markers right here. Showcasing the channels. That is so, so cool. And then there's them all down there. Having the party. There's all the markers there. See the channel markers there? We have to look at this screenshot again, too. So good. Yep, this is where they're all partying down here. Look at those channel markers. Well, the whirlwind logo is, I mean, hurricane, you mean? But yes, it's literally whirlwind insurance. I'm saying that's like, that's supporting evidence for a hurricane being in the storyline. Hurricane Roxy is already something that we know has come through. Well, you know what? That'd be really cool if you think about it. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? To the game. Like, you know, prologue we had in GTA 5 where we were in Yankton. Imagine it's in the 80s and you're drug smuggling as like Brian or something when he was younger. And you're having to beat Hurricane Roxy or something. Or Hurricane Roxy is part of that. That'd be really cool. Yeah, look at that, man. Just unbelievable attention to detail that we know and love so much. The thing is we know a lot about Quilento and stuff like that, but we don't know anything about this whole area on the side. We don't know those. I need to go through all these buildings. I do believe that one shot that we were looking for that one time, I think it's going to be along that road back there. That stupid stilt house with those awnings. But yeah, all the islands that lead up to Vice City up there, that's going to be so much fun to explore those too. Not your average dirt guy. Thank you for the super chats. Been stacking lime in FS25 and watching your stream for the last hour. I didn't realize the time. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. There's Hamlet over here. There's the nuclear facility. I just want to go out to one of these sandbars out here, man. Just chill in a boat. You know? That's so good. Here's the underwater shot. I love that eel. Is that a moray? It might be a moray eel. What those are those grouper? No. Are they grouper? Who's the one that has the yellow on that? I'm sure somebody is a fish person knows that. That's here. Ooh, that might be a grouper. No, that's too tropical looking. I know what a damn sea turtle is. You think it's a yellowfin tuna? It seems too small for a yellowfin tuna. Tunas are huge. Stealth camping in Leonida will be wild. Yeah, nobody will find us. What's up, bro? Yo, bro. Did you hear? I think we're gonna get some news today, bro. It's gonna be wild. Yellowtail snapper. Look at the detail on this fish, though. That's freaking ridiculous. Oh, to just chill on the beach? I know, man. It's gonna have such a different vibe than GTA 5's beach. Is anything in the background? Oh yeah, they have full-on diving gear this time. Full-on diving gear, which is so nice to see. That looks so friggin' cool, dude. Sunshine Skyway will be in the game at all? It is. The Bachmer Bridge, Z-Man. I think I do have one shot I can show you of it that's not in the leaks. No. I don't think I can. I love that lifted truck. That looks so cool. There's those lights from the previous shot. The freaking Impante. The Phoenix looks so good, dude. Looks even more like a Trans Am. This is the wonderful Emperor. It's the Karen, you call it. Well, there's a lot of this is Panama City. A lot of it is. Some of it is Tampa. Like this could be the Tampa or the Jacksonville bridge. They're all kind of the same. Really hard to say. Yeah, I don't think we have anything that I can show you for the Skyway Bridge. I can show you where it's located based on the stuff we do know. It's this right here. This whole bridge. This might be... Yeah. Oh yeah, it is in the screenshot in that. That's where you see it. It's in the frame analyzer. You can see it. I remember. It's in trailer 2 now. I remember now. It's towards the end. Right? Yeah. There it is. I was like, yeah, it's here. There it is, right there. Isn't that beautiful? It's a thing of beauty right there. it looks like there's going to be customization to the vehicles to do things like that, change out the tires and all that. Incorporate any e-board at all? I don't think so. I don't know. Watch from Myanmar here. What's up, Pietro? I'm hoping the new map's more vertical. In the north, it will be. The thing is, I still haven't bought Forza Horizon 6. I'm just not crazy about Japan. Is it just me? I played Forza Horizon 5 down in Mexico, and I was like, yeah, I mean, this is cool and all, and it's great, and it didn't hold me there. I'm just not crazy about it being in Japan. I don't know. I maybe it's because I play a lot of different games that are always in friggin' Japan, it seems like. Got my pizza, going to watch and chill. I heard an ad on the radio here in New York City for today. For what? Let me see why this is not updating. My events is not working. Lewis Ash, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you so much. I was like, I'm seeing it in the chat. It was popping up, told me that you did that, but on my recent events, it wasn't lighting up. I'm like, I don't know. It's way off. Strange. Our NASCAR track so bad. We could. Oh, for Forza, yeah. Forza. Play Forza Horizon 6. Got 17 hours into it. Nice. Personally, Forza Horizon 6 interested me more than any other game in the series so far. Interesting. Well, General Summit, you have Forza Motorsport, and they do all the track and the realistic stuff. Horizon's all about driving over mountains and doing crazy shit. Yeah, I just don't know if I'll play it enough. The GTA 6 freight train? Oh, you can see that in the screenshots in Caliga. Mount Caliga is where you're going to find that screenshot out of it right there. There she is. That's not an ES44. That's like an SD, whatever. Is that an SD40? Is that what that's based off of? I don't believe there's going to be a Disneyland. Only because of kids. I don't see them making it for... Because of kids. Yeah, I was thinking SD40. Could be something else though. An SD9. Yeah. These are real cars. There's Crest kayaks. Flood gauge. You know what? With this... Oh, yep. I was like, if we look back here, we're going to see some stuff, I bet. Yep, there's a fox right there. Little fox ending up in the trees hiding from us that we couldn't see before. Is there anything you guys want to see that I haven't gone over yet? Doesn't look like Union Pacific so much because Union Pacific's the yellow and red and all that. This has got like a black. It's got a, like, you can see right here we have the this little chevron thing happening here. Kind of reminds me of the old school Burlington Northern Santa Fe. How they used to have that. Yeah, it's the two-tone. Zoom on the cabin in the back. That's zoomed in, brother. As much as I can get it. CSX. Oh yeah, the shot of that kayak's amazing. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. We have another shot with the deer. The shot right here is so cool. And that's Table Mountain. A lot of kayakers. There's a cabin. Oh, the cabin. I thought you meant the cabin on the on the train. I know which one you're talking about. This one up here. There you go. Screenshot with lady on the scooter? Yep, you can do that. Lady on a scooter. I do love this shot too. See, this is the helicopter that you were seeing, the Miami-Dade helicopter. Maverick. The new Maverick. That's the helicopter there. Heli Chopin, November 88892. Could be a rain shaft there, but that doesn't look like it. It looks like there's clouds just popping up in the foreground there. Okay, let's go to Keys. This is such a beautiful shot. And this is the car I'm really excited for, this one here. The Buick Skylark looking one. It's like a... So cool. Iguana. Yeah, the old Silverado. That one there. It's a great looking truck. Doggy walking. That looks so Florida. It is unbelievable. It's so good. The font, the blue font like that, and the gold standard. It looks so good. Good job, Squallow. Impaler SZ? Is that what they're calling it? The Buick Skylark looking one? Who's excited for this thing? This bus looks awesome. And it looks like it's like the grand... We need to find what this is based on, because this has to be a hotel shuttle, right? Well, there's another shot of this Skylark vehicle that I'm talking about that I'm excited for. It's the one in Ambrosia. The Ambrosia shot. Let's have a look at Ambrosia, shall we? Ambrosia. There it is right there. See the tail end on it? It's a Buick Skylark back end. The Grand is in Orange Beach, Alabama. I don't think it's the Grand. Gotta be something else. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. But this livery has to be based on something. One thing I really want to see in GTA 6, just realism in the aviation space. That's all. That's all. All the signs in the median so realistic. Yup. Does that one say back there? Never could read that one before. Oil changes? Nope. Exchanges, maybe? Is that an exchange? No. What does that say? Something something today. There's like a number. Maybe this for oil changes. Could be a garage. Yeah, I thought it was Waffle House for a second. I was like double checking. A retirement home bus. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, look at the dirt on this thing, dude. Look at this. Look at those wheels. Let's have appreciation for the wheels. The developer that took the time to actually make these look good. I love it. Yeah, 2000s model Silverado back there, this one. And this is like a Sprinter van. You see this one here? This one, I didn't go over that in my original trailer breakdown because I just didn't even notice it there because it blends so well. It's like a Sprinter van. You see the back end right there. Looks really, really nice. I like it. I do. MDX Crafting drives one. Yeah, and this looks like the one that's like kind of like kitted out too. It's got the top there like the Mercedes-Benz ones would. Little tailgate back there. I don't know what that is. Rocks. Yeah, the fancy passenger one. Vamp, what's up? How you doing? When do you think we'll get more screenshots in trailer 3? Jacob, we're holding out hope for today. We're hoping. A 95 Cadillac. No, that's the one I was showing you before, the Skylark. The Buick Skylark looking car. It's in other parts of the trailers too. You can see it. Have a look at this beautiful shot here. Love the matte paint job on the Bison. Look at them alligators. All them gators. There's the Explorer. And this is the one I I had talked about before. I was like, this is a different helicopter than we've seen. I don't know what it's based on, but it is new. It's poach, baby, poach. All these friggin' alligators, dude. So much wildlife. Flamingo, crane. We see the blimp back there in the background. Trolling. Right there. Big, huge goldfish back there. The Maverick? No, that's not the Maverick. That's a different, total different model. Look at the front intake on that thing and these two little hoist deals on it and the tail. That's way different. Love this shot. We might see our car again. I went through that one before. I forget what that was, actually. All the different cars. All the different trucks and cars. There's the journey. There's the correctional facility right there. God, the skyline looks so immaculate. It really does. MDX, I'll have it on PS5. That a fishing boat? Yes. The blue one. The brackish waters. Yeah, I'm so accustomed to seeing the contrast crushed versions of these screenshots that it's crazy how washed out it looks. I love the reflectors on the road. Looks amazing, dude. The Buckingham Police Maverick based on a Eurocopter AS350B. Multiple liveries on the tour bus now. Doesn't look like Florida at all. It's not. It's up there by Gloriana. It's in the northern part of the state. Mount Caliga National Park. before they're getting their vertical part of the map. Big mountains. All right. Well, my throat is killing me. We've been going for 3.5 hours. Jesus. I could talk about this game till forever. I just could. So we'll try and end things here. Hopefully this is the day we get information, right? Hopefully. If we get nothing today, then we get nothing today. But we'll get something out of the earnings call, whether it's GTA 6 is releasing on the 19th, blah, 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 blah. If that's all we get, I'm okay with it, to be honest with you. I am okay with it. Lucy is okay with it. It's her time to shine, baby. Time to shine. Come on, shareholders meetings. We'll find out in the next 12 hours. Yes. If you guys enjoyed this, we can always, we can always come back and do another one of these. The thing is with this frame analyzer, there's so much to see. It's insane. There's so much to see. And even more so than what, like, I had never seen those animals and those people on the ATVs before. That was the first for me. So we have a ton more to look at in the future. We do. Do another one tomorrow? Maybe. Y'all have a great night. Here's to coping.